Okay, I'm here with volleyball head coach Sarah Gustin. We're about halfway through the conference schedule. What's been your impression so far of the conference and of your team?
I think the conference was a lot stronger than I thought it would be, top to bottom. Every single match presents its own challenges, and any team can win on any given night. So it's a lot of fun in that way because it's very competitive, but it's a struggle at times because you have to be on all the time. I think this team has shown moments of brilliance that are they're fun to watch, and they're very competitive, and yet we struggle some with consistency. And I think as we move forward, that's going to be the key for us, is to find a consistency to perform well.
What has been like one or two highlights for you so far this year, and maybe one or two disappointments?
We've had a couple 5-set matches that I wish we had been able to capitalize on and win against Azusa and Fresno Pacific, but I think out of those losses we certainly were able to see some things and learn from them and grow from them. Beating Vanguard in 5 was a huge milestone for us, just to win a set in 5 or win a match in 5, and then turning around and maybe beating somebody that you should beat, but beating them in a more decisive fashion. So that's always good.
We have a lot of young players that are starting. Are there any freshmen that have stood out so far for you?
I think each of them have had matches where they've really stood out individually. Collectively as a whole, I think they're doing great. They're all on the floor contributing, and so it's fun to watch them grow. And I think Delaney's really becoming a force on the right side for us, which is nice to see, and Caitlin's getting some time in the libero position right now, and she's really coming along. And we'll see what happens when, we just got Nicole back, so we'll see what happens now that she'll be competing for that spot. And Taylor is a lot of fun to watch. Everybody, the crowds are chanting her name, and people love watching her because she's so athletic, and so I'm happy with their progress.
And with the young team, and you've already talked about the inconsistency sometimes, as a coach, what do you do to try to correct that? I've been here for 10 years, and I've never seen a Point Loma team that served exceptionally well, and sometimes it's just not good. I've seen you guys do the training, the drills, the service drills during practice and stuff, but how do you get that to translate to a game to be more consistent?
It's a work in progress. Serving is absolutely one of the things you control individually. It's the only thing you fully control because you are able to toss it and make contact with it. So it's super mental, and we are working with our team to be mentally tough and to be able to step on the floor and serve at any time and at least put it in the court. But I also think there's a correlation between serving really tough, and you're going to have a certain amount of missed serves when you're serving as aggressively as we are. And so some days I'm okay with the amount that we're missing, and some days we're just making really bad errors. So we want to get rid of the really bad errors and then make sure that we continue to serve tough.
All right, and again, we're about halfway through conference. What are you expecting for the next half?
Well, certainly I hope that we are able to take some of those 5 sets that we've played and take a win from those teams. We have some really big home matches, and I think that we play better at home, and so I'd like to see us take those wins for sure. And then obviously the goal at the end is to make nationals and make a great run and win a national championship. And I think we're all on the same page, and it's just going to be a matter of, can we do it?
All right, the last question. The team seems to be getting more involved in campus life. Can you talk a little bit about that?
I think my staff has been great at planning and implementing some of the things that I kind of had ideas about, but for example, for the first time we have the Green Sea, which is our student section at volleyball matches, and that's a huge advantage if you can get the campus involved in what you're doing, and coming to the matches and being supportive. But also I think we're trying to get our team more engaged in the community, getting out. They want to work with some homeless people and kind of reach out to them, and they all have a heart for service, and so we're trying to find ways to do that. But also we're trying to bring people in to Point Loma too. So we're hosting a community night coming up in a couple weeks, an alumni event up in a couple weeks on the 22nd of October. So we'd love to get as many people here as we can to help support us and certainly get us out too.
All right, again, halfway through conference season. Good luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.